Order, honorable members. Order. That concludes the swearing in of your 6 new colleagues. We'll now dispose of one short communication, then I give you the 45 minutes.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, I have a communication in relation to the privileges and immunities of the Global Center for Adaptation Order 2025. Honorable members, you will recall that on Wednesday, 4th June 2025, the leader of the majority party laid on the table of the House a paper titled The Privileges and Immunities Global Center for Adaptation Order 2025, which was published as legal notice number 82 of 2025. The order was published by the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora pursuant to Section 11 of the Privileges and Immunities Act, Cap 179, and submitted to the House for approval. The order provides a framework for a cooperation agreement between the Government of Kenya and the Global Center for Adaptation, GCA, an international center established with the aim of accelerating adaptation action and supporting climate adaptation solutions. Honorable members, following the tabling of the order, I referred it to the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry, and Mining for consideration. The referral was based on the understanding that the order largely relates to matters climate change, which in the first instance fall within the purview of the said Departmental Committee. Order, members. Order. Order. Honorable members, following the tabling of the said order, Honorable members, notwithstanding my referral of the order to the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining and the steps already taken by the committee, have since taken cognizance that the order, being a ministerial order, is a statutory instrument within the meaning of Section 2 of the Statutory Instruments Act, Cap 2A, and not an agreement within the meaning of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act, Cap 4D. Honorable members, the Statutory Instrument Act, Cap 2A provides that every statutory instrument issued, made, or established shall, upon tabling before the respective House of Parliament, stand referred to the committee or any other committee that may be established by Parliament reviewing and scrutinizing statutory instruments. This provision is also echoed in Standing Order 210-2. To this end, Section 2 of the Act defines a committee as the Committee on Delegated Legislation, which is established under Standing Order 210 of the National Assembly. Instructively, the Statutory Instruments Act, Cap 2A, and Standing Order 210-2 vest in the Committee on Delegated Legislation the mandate to consider and scrutinize statutory instruments submitted to Parliament to ensure conformity with the Constitution, the Statutory Instruments Act, Cap 2A, the Act under which the instrument is made, or order relevant.
Senator Omtata, kindly take your seat. Now, honorable senators, I'll put the question that pursuant to Standing Order 27.6, the Senate, A, records its thanks for the exposition of public policy contained in the address of His Excellency the President, delivered on Thursday, 20th November 2025, and laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 25th November 2025, and B, notes the following report submitted by His Excellency the President in fulfillment of Articles 132(1)(c) 1 and 247 of the Constitution, laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 25th of November 2025. 1. The 12th Annual Report on all measures taken and the progress achieved in the realization of the national values and principles of governance, and 2. The Annual Report to Parliament on the State of National Security 2025. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, motion. Consideration of the report of the Standing Committee on Health on the county oversight and networking engagements in Laikipia and Meru counties. Question to be put.
I will proceed to put the question that the Senate adopt the report of the Standing Committee on Health on the county oversight networking engagements in Laikipia and Meru counties laid on the table of the Senate on Tuesday, 11th of November 2025. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 10, motion. Report of the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing on a petition by Mr. Francis Otieno regarding compensation for sugarcane crop damaged by the Department of Public Works, Roads, Energy, and Transport in PAP Oriang in Siaya County. Question to be put.
Honorable Senators, I will put the question that the Senate adopt the report of the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing on a petition to the Senate by Mr. Francis Otieno regarding compensation for sugarcane crop damaged by the Department of Public Works.
The country at large. That means there are less than 15 senators in the chamber, as according to the provisions of the standing order is that at the time the prayer is said and the chair taken, there has to be 15 senators at the least. If that is not present, well, the quorum has been attained. Allow me to hand you over.
Clerk, kindly call the first order.
Order number 1, administration of oath. Kiprono Chemitei Cheburet, Senator-elect, Baringo County.
Honorable Speaker, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you and the Senate, the Senator-elect for Baringo County, Cheburet Kiprono Chemitei of the United Democratic Alliance, who won by over 55,000 votes in the just completed by-election in Baringo County.
Thank you, Honorable Senator Mr. Chemitei. You may now proceed to take the oath.
The Bible.
Are you using the Quran?
The Bible.
Are you doing it in Swahili?
Kiingereza iko sawa.
English.
Using.
Yeah.
Okay. Kindly give him the Bible. You may now proceed.
Put your name here.
Okay. I, Kiprono Cheburet Chemitei, having been elected a member of the Senate, do swear in the name of Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people and the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, uphold, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and that I will faithfully, conscientiously discharge the duties of member of Parliament. So help me God.
Order, honorable senators. Order, Senator for Marsabit. Take your seat. Order, I will allow the Senate Majority Leader to pass a word of congratulations, and I will also call upon Senator Mogeni also to pass a word of congratulations. Yes, Senator Mogeni, you may proceed.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, sir, I want to take this opportunity to welcome our newest senator in the House, Senator Baringo, to the House. Mr. Speaker, he's taking this seat that was occupied by a man we really respected, our senior in the profession, Senator Cheptumo. He's a man we respected and we counted on. And you know, Mr. Speaker, Baringo is a county we respect. It produced our second president, Mzee Daniel Arap Moi. So we know that the leaders who come from Baringo are great leaders. We welcome you in this house. We are a house of few brothers and sisters, and we love each other. And I have no doubt that you will flourish as a senator in this house, and we wish you well in your tenure. May you serve many, many tenure as a senator of the great county of Baringo. Thank you.
Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I came to this house via by-election, so I know exactly what Senator Chemitei feels. Extremely happy, elated, proud, and also blessed to have the opportunity to represent the people of Baringo in this house. Mr. Speaker, on behalf of my colleague senators, I welcome Senator Kiprono Chemitei, who's joining us to replace our departed colleague, a colleague that we held in such high esteem, who held the mantle of this house and led the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee and so many other things during the time that he served together with us here. I have no doubt that young Senator Chemitei, Mr. Speaker, joins us with great potential, which shall be sharpened in the next few days, interacting with colleagues, training from our very competent staff, and learning from the many colleagues here who represent the different facets of life and different professional backgrounds, Mr. Speaker, that in no time he shall be just as good as all of us, if not better even. So, Mr. Speaker, I have no doubt in my mind that the people of Baringo made the right decision in sending us such a brilliant young man to come and join many other young people in this house who continue to fight and ensure that we entrench and devolution succeeds in this country. Senator Chemitei, take your time, relax, don't feel any pressure. There is nothing or nobody that you feel you need to impress in this house. You've done that which needs to be done already. Take the next few days to learn. You don't have to speak in your first few days, but interact and learn from your colleagues, from the staff, from the speaker, from your constituents, Mr. Speaker, until such a time as you'll be comfortable to represent. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I don't know why Senator Eddy wants me to direct Senator Chemitei to him, Mr. Speaker, but you know the President has given advice to Senator Eddy, which he has not fulfilled, of people who are 25 and above and have not done some things. So I cannot direct Senator Chemitei to Senator Eddy on certain things, but at least on others I know he can do better. With those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I welcome him and appreciate that the United Democratic Alliance and the broad-based team, Mr. Speaker, scored 7 out of a possible 7 in the just concluded by-election. That is just but a warning shot, Mr. Speaker, to our competitors. That, you know, naturally, Mr. Speaker, we don't count MCA seats here, Mr. We are in Parliament, Senator Bogedi. Those ones you will discuss in the county assemblies. Mr. Speaker, naturally, Mr. Speaker, this is my final point. Ruling parties face it very rough in midterm elections, world over. And UDA is no exception. So if UDA is doing this well during midterm elections, I shudder to imagine what it will do come 2027. We shall do exceptionally well. UDA, ODM, broad-based team, God bless Kenya. I thank you.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Senator Murgo, kindly take your seat. Now, honorable senators, I would like to acknowledge the presence in the Speaker's Gallery this afternoon, a visiting delegation from the National Reforms Transitional Office of the Kingdom of Lesotho. The delegation is on a benchmarking visit to Parliament of Kenya. Now, honorable senators, I request each member to be upstanding when called out so that you may be recognized in the Senate tradition. Honorable Richard Ramwelezi, Ministry of Law and Justice and Leader of Delegation. Honorable Lira Ralebesa, Principal Secretary, Ministry of Law and Justice. Advocate Ntebeleng Morojele, Chief Executive Officer. Dr. Mutahi Marping, Special Advisor, Economics Reforms. Mr. Muzikulu Sithotho, Special Advisor, Media Reforms. Advocate Sam Muganwa, Legal Drafter. Now, on behalf of the Senate and my own behalf, I extend a warm welcome to the delegation and wish you a fruitful visit here in Kenya. I will call upon Senator Osotsi to extend a word of welcome to welcome this delegation.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I know you have chosen me because I am the deputy party leader of the biggest party in Kenya by the name the Orange Democratic Movement, a party that has been set at the center of the reform agenda in this country. I take this opportunity to welcome the delegation from Namibia. Namibia is a great country. Lesotho is a great country. Sorry, you know they are immediate neighbors, so, and they're almost the same people. To come and benchmark with us here in Kenya, in our parliament, and other relevant institutions that promote reform. We are privileged to be having one of the most progressive constitutions, the 2010 Constitution. So I will invite you to read our constitution particularly the chapter on Bill of Rights, to really understand that Kenya has made progress in terms of constitutional freedom. Otherwise, I welcome you to this parliament, and as you relate around, remember that Kenya loves you, and Kenya will always stand with the other Africans as a Pan-African society. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I've got a further communication to make, and this relates to the changes in the Senate Majority Party leadership. Now, Honorable Senators, via the letter reference number SEN/035/SBC/012/2025, dated 2nd December 2025, I received correspondence from the Senate Majority Leader, Senator Aaron Cheriot, EGH MP, regarding changes in the Majority Party leadership affecting the office of the Senate Majority Whip. As you're aware, Standing Order 22.5 provides as follows. A senator elected under paragraph 1 may be removed by a majority of votes of all the senators belonging to the majority party. Further, Standing Order 22.7 states as follows, that upon a decision being made by the majority party or coalition under this standing order, the decision of the party or coalition shall be communicated to the Speaker in writing, together with the minutes of the meeting at which the decision was made. A, in the case of the removal of the Senate Majority Leader or the Deputy Senate Majority Leader by the Senate Majority Whip, and B, in the case of removal of the Senate Majority Whip or the Deputy Senate Majority Whip by the Senate Majority Leader. Now, Honorable Senators, pursuant to Standing Order 22.7, the said letter from the Senate Majority Leader was accompanied by the following documents. 1, minutes of the Majority Party meeting dated the 2nd of December 2025, which is a record of the proceedings of the minute together with resolutions, and 2, duly signed list of senators who attended the above indicated meeting. Now, from the correspondence, the minutes indicate that a resolution was passed to remove the Senate Majority Whip, Senator Dr. Boni Halwale, CBS MP, in accordance with Standing Order 22.5. The minutes further indicate the Majority Party elected Senator David Wafula Waholi MP to serve as the Senate Majority Whip in his place. Now, Honorable Senators, Standing Order 22.8 provide as follows. The Speaker, upon receipt of the decision under paragraph 7, shall verify the correspondence received and deliver communication to the Senate within 3 sitting days. In this respect, I have verified the correspondence received and hereby communicate that the Majority Party has effected a change in the office of the Senate Majority Whip. The new office holder, therefore, with immediate effect is Senator David Wafula Wakoli, MP. I thank you. Next order.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions.
Now, Honorable Senators, pursuant to Standing Order 232, 1A, I hereby present a petition that has been submitted through the clerk by Mr. Dixon Miano on behalf of other petitioners regarding unlawful and unjustified land rates in Kahawa Sukari, Kiambu County. As you're aware, Article 1191 of the Constitution, and I quote, every person has the right to petition Parliament to consider any matter within its authority, including to enact, amend, or repeal any legislation. The silent issues raised in the said petition are as follows. That the petitioners are residents of Kahawa Sukari in Kiambu County, that the petitioners are concerned about the excessive increase of land rates imposed by the county government of Kiambu, that the county government has implemented a 1,000% increase in land rates, raising annual charges from 10,000 to 15,000. The increase is based on a 0.1% valuation rate which residents consider excessive, unfair, and economically burdensome. That the residents were never notified of the intention to revise or increase the land rates. They further assert that the increase lacks proper legal and valuation basis as required by law. That despite the legal requirement for county governments to prepare a valuation rule and facilitate public participation, residents remain unaware of whether the rule was prepared, as they have been unable to access it at the county offices. They do not know of the basis for the land valuation and are not aware of any public participation conducted during its preparation. That the petitioners argue that the entire valuation and rate setting process violates constitutional requirements, particularly public participation, transparency, and accountability. Multiple attempts to obtain information from the county offices have been unsuccessful. The residents state that the services supposedly funded by the land rates, such as waste management, road maintenance, and general infrastructure, are poorly delivered or not delivered at all, making the steep increase unreasonable. That the residents approach the Kiambu County government, the county assembly, and the area leaders, but have received no response and no action has been taken regarding this matter. That the matter is not pending in any court, legal, or constitutional body. That the petitioners therefore pray that the Senate does the following. 1, investigate how the county government of Kiambu set the new rates and determine whether the increases are justifiable or lawful. B, obtains full details about the current Kiambu County valuation rule, including when and how it was prepared, who prepared it, when it took effect, and where residents can inspect it. C, confirms whether public participation was undertaken during its preparation and provides supporting evidence. D, investigates any enforcement actions taken or planned regarding the new rates. E, recommends that the previous rates of 1,500 per plot remain in place until the county government complies with the legal requirements of public participation, fair taxation principles, and valuation processes. And finally, initiates legislative intervention to streamline the process of setting land rates. Honorable Senators, pursuant to Standing Order 238-1, I commit the petition to the Standing Committee on Land, Environment, and Natural Resources for consideration. And in terms of Standing Order 238-2A, the committee is required in not more than 60 calendar days from the time of reading the prayer, which is today, to table its report in the Senate for consideration. The Senate shall thereafter consider the report of the committee. I thank you. Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
The Senate Majority Leader. Senate Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the Senate. Today, Tuesday, the 2nd of December, 2025. This is a county government's additional allocation cash disbursement schedule for the financial year 2025-2026. The reports of the Auditor General for the year ended 30th June 2025 on the financial statements of 1, Wajir County Disaster Management Fund, Wajir County Climate Change Fund, Wajir Municipality County Government of Wajir, Garissa County Environment Restoration and Livelihood Improvement Agency, Balambala Sub-County Level 4 Hospital, County Government of Garissa, Mombasa County Consolidated Revolving Fund, Mombasa Investment Corporation, Baringo County Executive Mortgage Scheme Fund, Baringo County Executive Car Scheme Fund, Baringo County Assembly Catering and Health Services Scheme Fund, Baringo County Older Persons and Persons with Severe Disability Fund, Kwale County Climate Change Fund, Kwale Municipality, County Government of Kwale, Kakamega County Alcoholic Drinks Control Fund, Kakamega County Drinks Control Fund, Kakamega County Health Services Fund, Kakamega County Health Services Fund, Laikipia County Executive State and Public Officers Car Loan and Mortgage Scheme Fund, Laikipia County Development Authority, Lamu County Youth Development Fund, Lamu County Executive Youth Development Fund, Lamu County Executive Staff Housing Fund, Lamu County Disability Fund, Lamu County Alcoholic Drinks Control Fund for the 16 months period, Lamu County Youth, Gender and Social Development Fund, Lamu County Fisheries Development Agency, Samburu County Executive Star Mortgage Member Scheme Fund, Busia County Emergency Fund, Taita Taveta County Executive Car Loan and Mortgage Revolving Fund, Tana River County Disaster Risk Management Fund, Tana River County Ward Bursary Fund, Kajiado County Emergency Fund, Kajiado County Referral Level 5, County Government of Kajiado, Kitengela Sub-County Level 4, Municipality of Molo, County Government of Nakuru, Kirinyaga County Empowerment and Development Fund, Kirinyaga County Executive Staff, Odhaya Mukurueine Water and Sanitation, PLC, Nyandarua County Assembly, West Pokot County Staff, Car Loan and Mortgage Scheme Fund, Murananga County Youth Fund, Tawa Sub-County Level 4 Hospital. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay.
Majority Leader, just approach the chair. Senator Danson Mungatana. Uganda, we go division. Chairperson, Finance and Budget. Chairperson, Roads, Transportation and Housing. Chairperson, Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the Senate today, 2nd December 2025, being a report of the Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights on the County Government State Officers Removal from Office Procedure Bill 2024, Senate Bills number 34 of 2024, report.
Order, Honorable Senators. May the Chair be held in silence.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for protecting me. Second, Mr. Speaker, report of the Standing Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Human Rights on the National Assembly amendments to the Election Offences Amendment number 2, Bill 2024, Senate Bills number 28 of 2024. Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay.
Is the Committee on Transport ready to lay their paper?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Senate today, 2nd December 2025. Report of the Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing on its consideration of the Street Naming and Property Addressing System Bill 2024, Senate Bills number 43 of 2024. For Chairperson. Thank you.
The Standing Committee on Health, to be followed by Chair, Standing Committee on Labor.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the Senate today, 2nd December 2025. A report of the Standing Committee on Health on its consideration of the Kenya Health Products and Technology Regulatory Bill 2022, National Assembly Bills number 54 of 2022. A report of the Standing Committee of Health on its consideration of Health Amendment Bill 2025, Senate Bill number 12 of 2025.
Now, Honorable, yes, Chairperson, Standing Committee on Labor. You may proceed to lay your paper.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I beg to lay the following paper on the table of the Senate today, 2nd December 2025, report on the Standing Committee on Labour and Social Welfare on the petition by Ms. Patrice Lokwap concerning people living with invisible disabilities. I lay.
Senate Majority Leader, you may proceed to lay the papers on behalf of...
Mr. Speaker, I'm doing this on behalf of Senator Danson Mongatana, which is, Mr. Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the Senate today, 2nd of December 20.
Declared the results, issued certificates to the winners, and where is Ichungwa? Order. We have quorum to transact business. Clerk.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Order, take your seats. Mwalimu, take the nearest seat. Honorable members, as this House is aware, order. As this House is aware, by-elections were successfully conducted on 27th November 2025 in the constituencies of Magarini, Banisa, Kasipul, Malava, Mbere North, and Ugunja. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, IEBC, has declared the results, issued certificates to the winners, and gazetted the members-elect via Gazette Notice number 17611 of 1st December 2025. On behalf of the House and on my own behalf, I extend warm congratulations to the 6 members-elect for earning the confidence of their respective electorates and for the privilege of joining this august House as representatives of the people. This morning, in keeping with the established practice, the clerk organized an orientation session for the members-elect. The session provided them with an overview of parliamentary services and essential administrative information to facilitate their transition into legislative duties. To ensure seamless onboarding, I have directed the Office of the Clerk to organize a comprehensive induction program for the 6 newly elected members, together with the Honorable Kipchumba Harold Kimuge, MP nominated, who recently took the oath of office. The induction workshop is scheduled for 8th to 9th December 2025. The venue will be communicated in due course. With respect to today's swearing-in ceremony, honorable members, it will be proceeding as follows in accordance with the traditions and standing orders of the House. We shall commence with a member-elect for Magarini constituency, the Honorable Harrison Garama Kombe, whose swearing in will take precedence since he is returning to the House after a previous tenure. Thereafter, the remaining members-elect will take their oath or affirmation in alphabetical order of constituencies as provided under Standing Order 3.3 and reflected in the division list. The sequence will therefore be as follows: Banisa constituency, Kasipul constituency, Malava constituency, Mbere North constituency, and Ugunja constituency. Honorable members, to maintain order and decorum during the ceremony, I direct that each member-elect shall be escorted by only 2 members of the House when proceeding to the oath or affirmation. I am notified that, as usual, the leadership has nominated the escorts of honor for the honorable members-elect. After subscribing to the oath or affirmation, the members shall proceed to my left to sign the oath book, witnessed by the 2 escorting members. In addition, at the request of both the leader of the majority party and the leader of the minority party, I am pleased to grant the House 45 minutes immediately upon the conclusion of the swearing-in ceremony for honorable members to extend their formal welcome and congratulations to your colleagues. I also wish to recognize the presence of distinguished friends of the members-elect, who include the Honorable Cecil Mbarire, Governor of Embu County in the Speaker's row, and CS for Public Service, the Honorable Ruku. Finally, honorable members, allow me to once again. Yes, I can see the Honorable Governor for Mombasa, Abdul Samad, the Honorable Gideon Mungaro, Governor for Kilifi. I say retired Justice Madzayo, Senator and Minority Leader in the Senate, and PS Fikirini of Youth and Sports. Finally, honorable members, allow me to once again to warmly welcome your new colleagues to the National Assembly. I wish them a fruitful, productive, and impactful tenure as they serve the great people of Kenya. I thank you. Members at the bar, take your seats quickly. Yes, Minority Leader. Yes. Yes, Juliet.
Mr. Speaker, in line with your communication, Mr. Speaker, you have communicated that we are going to have 45 minutes to congratulate the new elected members, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wanted to seek your indulgence because that exercise that happened last week was a mini election, Mr. Speaker, and it was very important to the country. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm seeking your indulgence that you extend the time to 2 hours so that we can ventilate this matter, Mr. Speaker, properly, because, Mr. Speaker, this was a very, very important. And you remember it took long before the exercise happened, Mr. Speaker. IEBC was not constituted in time, so there was a lot of delay. And, Mr. Speaker, the election was not an easy one for some places, Mr. Speaker. And big people were defeated, Mr. Speaker. People who we sacked in this House and others, Mr. Speaker. So we want to ventilate, Mr. Speaker. Give us 2 hours minimum, Mr. Speaker. 2 hours.
Thank you, Honorable Jeanette. Your request is declined. This is the last week before we go to the long recess, and I want to give you time to clear pending business. As to whether it will be 1 hour or not, I'll see as you progress. After we finish, I'll give the majority leader 5 minutes, the minority leader 5 minutes. Anybody else, I'll pick 2 minutes. Clerk, you may proceed.
Magarini Kombe Harrison Garama.
Order, honorable members, it will be done in absolute silence except foot thumping. Bible or Quran? Okay. Go ahead, Junaid.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to introduce to you the member-elect for Magarini constituency, Honorable Kombe Harrison Garama.
Bible or Quran? You want Kiswahili? Yeah? Kiswahili. Raise the Bible in your right hand and recite the oath.
Mimi Harrison Garama Kombe nikiwa nimechaguliwa kama mjumbe katika bunge la taifa, na hapa kwa jina la Mwenyezi Mungu kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu na mtiifu kwa watu wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, kwamba nitatii, nitaheshimu, nitatetea, nitatunza, nitahifadhi na kulinda katiba ya Jamhuri ya Kenya, na kwamba nitayatekeleza majukumu yangu ya ubunge kwa uaminifu na kwa uangalifu. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu nisaidie.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You may proceed to sign the oath. Next.
Banisa constituency, Hassan Ahmed Maalim.
Bible, the Quran.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to introduce you the member-elect for Banisa constituency, Hassan Ahmed Maalim.
Raise the Quran in your right hand and recite the oath in front of you.
I, Ahmed Maalim Hassan, having been elected a member of the National Assembly, do hereby in the name of Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people and the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, uphold, preserve, protect and defend this Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You may proceed to sign to the oath.
Kasipul constituency, Ongongo Boyd Were.
Order, take your seats. You're out of order.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to introduce to you the member-elect for Kasipu constituency, the Honorable Ongondo Boyd Were.
Bible or Quran? Raise in your right hand and recite the oath.
I, Ongondo Boyd Were, having been elected a member of the National Assembly, do swear in the name of the Almighty God that I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the people and the Republic of Kenya, that I'll obey, respect, uphold, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and that I'll faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God.
Congratulations. You may proceed and sign to the oath. Next. Order, members. Order. Order. Bensouda, go back to your seat. Clerk, proceed.
Malava constituency, Ndakwa David Herman.
Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to introduce to you the member-elect for Malava constituency, Ndakwa David Herman.
Bible or Quran. Raise your right hand and recite the oath.
I, David Ndakwa Herman, having been elected a member of the National Assembly, do swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people and the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, uphold, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You may proceed and sign the oath of office. Next.
Mbeere North, Njeru Leo wa Mudhende.
Order. Order. Member for Thika. Order Kawanjiku. Order. Proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to introduce to you the member-elect for Mbere North, Njeru Leo wa Mudhende.
A Christian or Muslim? Christian. Take the Bible in your right hand, raise it, and recite the oath.
I, Njeru Leo wa Mudhende, having been elected a member of the National Assembly, do swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people and the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, uphold, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of a member of Parliament, so help me God.
Congratulations. You may proceed to sign to your oath of office. Next.
Ugunja constituency, Omondi Moses Okoth.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to introduce to you the member-elect for Ugunja constituency, Omondi Moses Okoth.
Bible or Quran? Raise the Bible in your right hand and recite the oath.
I, Omondi Moses Okoth, having been elected a member of the National Assembly, do swear in the name of the Almighty God that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people and the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect, uphold, preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution of the Republic of Kenya, and that I will faithfully and conscientiously discharge the duties of the Member of Parliament. So help me God.
Thank you. Congratulations. You may proceed to sign your oath of office. Order, honorable members. Order. That concludes the swearing in of your 6 new colleagues. We'll now dispose of one short communication, then I give you the 45 minutes.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, I have a communication in relation to the privileges and immunities of the Global Center for Adaptation Order 2025. Honorable members, you will recall that on Wednesday, 4th June 2025, the leader of the majority party laid on the table of the House a paper titled The Privileges and Immunities Global Center for Adaptation Order 2025, which was published as legal notice number 82 of 2025. The order was published by the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, pursuant to Section 11 of the Privileges and Immunities Act, Cap 179, and submitted to the House for approval. The order provides a framework for a cooperation agreement between the Government of Kenya and the Global Center for Adaptation, GCA, an international center established with the aim of accelerating adaptation action and supporting climate adaptation solutions. Honorable members, following the tabling of the order, I referred it to the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry, and Mining for consideration. The referral was based on the understanding that the order largely relates to matters climate change, which in the first instance fall within the purview of the said departmental committee. Order, members. Order. Order. Honorable members, following the tabling of the said order, Honorable members, notwithstanding my referral of the order to the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining and the steps already taken by the committee have since taken cognizance that the order, being a ministerial order, is a statutory instrument within the meaning of Section 2 of the Statutory Instruments Act, Cap 2A, and not an agreement within the meaning of the Treaty Making and Ratification Act, Cap 4D. Honorable members, the Statutory Instrument Act, Cap 2A provides that every statutory instrument issued, made, or established shall, upon tabling before the respective House of Parliament, stand referred to the committee or any other committee that may be established by Parliament for the purpose of reviewing and scrutinizing statutory instruments. This provision is also echoed in Standing Order 210-2. To this end, Section 2 of the Act defines a committee as a committee on delegated legislation, which is established under Standing Order 210 of the National Assembly. Instructively, the Statutory Instruments Act, Cap 2A, and Standing Order 210-2 vest in the Committee on Delegated Legislation the mandate mandated to consider and scrutinize statutory instruments submitted to Parliament, the Act under which the instrument is made, or order relevant to the Act. It follows, therefore, that the order, being a statutory instrument, ought to have been referred to the Committee on Delegated Legislation for consideration using the parameters provided for in Standing Order 210-3. And not the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry, and Mining. Honorable members, in view of the foregoing and noting the mandate of the Committee on Delegated Legislation vis-à-vis that of the departmental committees, the Privileges and Immunities Global Center for Adaptation Order 2025, Legal Notice Number 82 of 2025, is referred to the Committee on Delegated Legislation for consideration. I'm aware that the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry, and Mining scrutinized the order against the provisions of the Privileges and Immunities Act, Cap 179, the Interpretation and General Provisions Act, Cap 2, and the Statutory Instruments Act, Cap 2A, which regulate the making, scrutiny, and publication of statutory instruments. Indeed, the committee already tabled its report to the House and is awaiting consideration. That notwithstanding, honorable members, I hereby direct as follows: that pursuant to Section 12(1) of the Statutory Instruments Act, Cap 2A, and Standing Order 210-2, the Privileges and Immunities Global Center for Adaptation Order 2025, published as Legal Notice Number 82 of 2025, now stands referred to the Committee on Delegated Legislation for scrutiny. That to allow the Committee on Delegated Legislation to deal independently, the motion on consideration of the report of the Departmental Committee on Environment, Forestry, and Mining on the matter is hereby stood down. And 3, that the Committee on Delegated Legislation is expected to expeditiously consider the order and submit its report as soon as practicable to enable the House to consider the matter within the prescribed timelines of 28 days, whose counting now commences today. The House is accordingly guided. Next, we go back to order number 1. Majority Leader, 5 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, allow me to congratulate the members-elect, the Honorable Kombe Harrison, who has been with us here before and who makes his comeback after a petition that had sent him packing, but is now back. Welcome back, Honorable Kombe. The new member for Banisa, the Honorable Hassan Ahmed Malim, the Honorable Boyd Were, the Honorable Ndakwa David, the Honorable Leo Wamudende, and of course, the Honorable Moses Okoth, aka Randere. Honorable Speaker, allow me, as I congratulate these members-elect, to also congratulate their competitors who put up a gallant fight. And, Honorable Speaker, they put up a gallant fight, but for these ones who eventually succeeded, Honorable Speaker, we must congratulate them and say this is a win, not just for these members of Parliament, but also for the people of the constituencies that they now come to represent in the National Assembly. Honorable Speaker, these by-elections were a mini general election with 7 parliamentary seats and a couple of county assembly seats, Honorable Speaker. These by-elections indeed were a mini general election. And Honorable Speaker, the win that was seen by the broad-based government tells you, Honorable Speaker, that indeed we are not only broadening the base, but this is the future of this nation. It is also a vindication, Honorable Speaker, of those of us who truly believe in the politics that unites all the people of Kenya. And Honorable Speaker, those that have been preaching ethnicity, those, Honorable
Yes,
Speaker...
order. Les KJ, what is out of order? Give him the mic.
Honorable Speaker, while I may not be intent on interrupting what the leader of
You have
majority
already
is saying,
interrupted him. Just
because he's
go
doing
on.
very serious business,
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I'd wanted you to take notice that the matters that are prosecuted on the floor of the House only belong to the House. And Mr. Speaker, this afternoon, conspicuously, we are missing members of parliament from what is being called the united opposition, and we can see broad-based are here representing their people, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you have on occasion said that the matters of parliament should not be prosecuted at weddings and funerals, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to ask, Mr. Speaker, if it is in order for this very important business to be absconded by members of parliament who have been given the permission and the mandate to represent the people on the floor of the House, Mr. Speaker.
Order.
So kindly take some legislative notice of the absence of the united opposition, Mr.
Order,
Speaker.
KJ, you are out of order. There is no evidence before this House that anybody is prosecuting any matter before a funeral.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I hope you spare me that 1 minute. But also to inform the Honorable KJ that in this country there is nothing like a united opposition. What I actually see is a very disunited opposition. Disunited, colorless, rudderless, clueless, visionless, planless, and that is how they lost these by-elections, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, only yesterday, on Sunday, I heard one of them saying that they had agreed with another one on how they would share positions in Nairobi County, as if Nairobi County belongs to you. Nairobi County belongs to the people of Nairobi, and it is the people of Nairobi who will decide who will be their members of parliament, their governor, their senator, their women rep. But unfortunately, Honorable Speaker, yesterday, I heard the former Vice President, Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, a man I truly respect, assert that indeed, truly, the truthful liar was actually lying in church. And you know, Honorable Speaker, I am ashamed, because I am a member of the Presbyterian Church, that this truthful liar has been lying on the pulpit in the Presbyterian Church of East Africa, where I am a member. And I must thank the Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka for putting the record straight that that truthful liar was lying at PCA Kariobangi. Honorable Speaker, I was saying these by-election results are a vindication of those of us who believe in a united country, those of us who believe in the politics of progress, those of us who believe that this country can indeed transform from a third world to a first world country, Honorable Speaker. We are vindicated by the people of Kenya in these by-elections, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I must express my regret that, Honorable Speaker, those who do not believe in democracy attempted from Kasipul to Mbeere North. We saw the unfortunate incident, Honorable Speaker, where a former Speaker of this House attempted to box a young hustler just on the basis that they had refused to vote for a man who was playing a guitar by the roadside, Honorable Speaker. And the people of Mbeere North, Honorable Speaker, as I promised them last week when we closed our campaign, that on Tuesday, following the elections of Thursday, I would hold the Honorable Leo Wamuthende's hand and introduce to him to you as the member-elect from Mbeere North. I thank God that I had that opportunity today to introduce the new member of parliament from Mbeere North, the indomitable, Leo wa Mudhende. And Honorable Speaker, there is a good man, a chair of one of the clans in Mbeere North, Honorable Speaker. I do not want to name the clan, Honorable Speaker, but he called me last night and he told me in Swahili that ya ukweli wa Mudhende amemuonyesha wa Munyoo moto. Loosely translated is that wa Mudhende has shown wa Munyoo fire. And indeed, wa Munyoo has seen fire. He has seen fire. Fire. He has seen fire. And the fire that they have seen is just a tip on the iceberg. I will conclude, Honorable Speaker, by saying those who remain to be planless, those who the President has told us have only three things: that Kasongo, one term, and must go. This is notice that has been served to them, as the President told them, that if you continue with your retrogressive and backward ethnic-based politics, politics that has no vision, has no plan for the people of Kenya, 2027 is nigh, and you will see fire once again. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I beg to welcome all these members and ask them to serve with dedication and commitment their constituents for these 2 years that they'll be serving in the House, Honorable Speaker, and we welcome them to the National Assembly, and we will work with them irrespective of whichever party you have been elected on. Those of you who have been elected on UDA, you are Kenyans, you are part and parcel of the broad-based government. Those of you like Randere, who have been elected on ODM, and my brother Boy Duere, who I went to campaign for them, both of them in Kasipul and Ugunja. I went to Mbeere North. I went to campaign for the Honorable Ndakwa in Malava. Unfortunately,
time up, Junet.
Mr. Speaker, I stand before you to congratulate the new members of Parliament, Mr. Speaker, who won their seats decisively, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, these by-elections that have just happened, or we just concluded, Mr. Speaker, have taught us a big lesson. Mr. Speaker, there is a cliche that says, vitu ni different kwa ground. I never used to believe it until I saw what happened in this by-election, Mr. Speaker. When I saw, Mr. Speaker, people who were so confident, like this group that were in Wamuthende's place and Malava, Mr. Speaker, being flawed, I could not believe it, Mr. Speaker. I thought this is a miracle. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank members of the Orange Democratic Party from this floor, Mr. Speaker, for standing up for their party and electing their new MPs in the Orange Party, Mr. Speaker. I want to thank the team, both in Homa Bay, in the Coast region, Mr. Speaker, in Kilifi, and also in Siaya, Mr. Speaker, who took their time and made sure that those seats remain with the Orange Democratic Party, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, there were many doubts. And if anyone had a doubt, Mr. Speaker, that the broad-based government is popular with the Kenyan people, Mr. Speaker, we were vindicated through this by-election, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, when I saw Honorable Ishungwa and my friend Aaron campaigning in Homa Bay, in Siaya, Mr. Speaker, that's when I believe that Kenyans want unity. Kenyans are not interested in divisive politics, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you know, we were in the opposition for long. Even now, that Kasumba has not left us, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, I came to realize that doing press conferences in Nairobi alone every morning is not good enough. It's not good enough. You have to go to the ground and talk to the people. If you do even 100 press conferences in a day in Nairobi, Mr. Speaker, it looks like that message never reaches the ground, Mr. Speaker. It is better you go and speak to the people on the ground. But what has shocked me in this by-election, Mr. Speaker, you know, when you serve in a very high office like the one you are serving as a Speaker, the office of the President, office of the Chief Justice, and office of the Speaker, Mr. Speaker, who are leaders of arms of government. When you retire from that office, Mr. Speaker, you are supposed to retire with dignity. Mr. Speaker, I was very shocked and sorry to see my former boss here and the former Speaker fighting a young man. Mr. Speaker, you know, those are things you leave for your PA and other small people to deal with, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, how can you be, honestly, even that young man should have just told the Speaker, no, please, let us not fight. You can send somebody else. Mr. Speaker, when you retire from a high office, like the office of the Speaker, you should be able to carry yourself with humility, dignity, because you are a senior member of this society called Kenya. You know, when I see the former Chief Justice sometimes campaigning, I just look at, and then he's addressing 10 people. Mr. Speaker, I feel petty for him, Mr. Speaker. I say, this is not the way a former state officer at the level of Chief Justice should retire. But Mr. Speaker, this election that has just happened, these by-elections that have just been concluded, Mr. Speaker, have confirmed also that in 2027, God willing, because we sat down as a team and we agreed that ODM is going to fill in Ugunja, Magarini, and Kasipul. And UDA will fill in Banisa, and Mbere, and Malava. We agreed as parties under the broad-based. I can see if we maintain this formula, 2027 will be a walk in the park. Mr. Speaker, the former deputy president that we sacked here, I think he needs to go back to the drawing board and go and now become a village elder in Madeira. Because, Mr. Speaker, he has spoken all divisive politics in this country, and Kenyans have refused to listen to him. Kenyans have completely refused to listen to him, and Kenyans have told him in this election in no uncertain terms.
Yes, give him, how long has he done?
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Give him 2 minutes to finish.
Mr. Speaker, when I was just piercing now the real issues. So, Mr. Speaker, I was saying, this election has told in a no certain terms the former deputy president that Kenyans are tired of his divisive politics. Kenyans are tired of his tribal politics. Kenyans are tired of his shenanigans of abusing other leaders, Mr. Speaker. And Mbere people, you're good people. They are good people. They have proved to Kenyans, that tribal politics will not work in this country at all, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I am a very proud member of the broad-based government because I can see it delivers. It is delivering elections. It is delivering development. It is delivering everything that I want them to deliver. So, Mr. Speaker, we are prepared. Hii ilikuwa tu kionjo. Hii ilikuwa kionjo. Sitaki kusema hii imeenda the way I said the other time, but hii ilikuwa kionjo. This is kionjo. The real deal is coming. I am telling the united losers, not the united opposition, the united losers, to prepare properly. You did not prepare for these elections properly. Stop blaming IEBC. Stop blaming police. Stop blaming small people. Prepare for the election. Prepare, go and talk to the people and come with an agenda. Tell the people what you want to do. Don't tell Kenyans that you, Kasongo, Suji want up, those things are slogans. It will not help you, those slogans. I want to tell them, please come up with a program and issues to discuss, to tell Kenyans. Issues of development, issues of importance to the Kenyan people. But if you continue the way you're going on, with these meetings in hotels, with these press conferences in Nairobi, with this kind of sharing of seats in Nairobi here, at so-and-so will be the one, you will lose. You will lose, I promise you. You will lose, and we don't want to be part of losers. We were thinking of joining now, with this kind of manners you have, just forget about us. Thank you very much.
Wangari. Remember the rest, you have 2 minutes each. If you can take 1 minute, the better.
Asante sana Bwana Spika, pia mimi naunga mkono kwa kuwapa hongera hawa wenzetu ambao wameweza kujiunga na kuwa wawakilishi wa maeneo bunge mbalimbali. Na Bwana Spika, niwakaribishe hawa watano ambao wameingia hapa kwa mara ya kwanza, na pia Mheshimiwa Harrison ambaye ameweza kurejea tena. Na Bwana Spika, najua mambo mengi yamesemwa, lakini nitasema mambo mawili sababu muda ni mchache. Na niseme Bwana Spika, jambo ambalo tumeweza kujifunza kwanza, tume huru ya uchaguzi. Sisi kama nchi ni vibaya sana kukua tuko na eneo bunge ambalo limeweza kukaa zaidi ya miaka 2 bila kukuwa na mwakilishi kwenye nyumba hili Bwana Spika. Nafikiri ni vizuri tusome kwamba tukiendelea hapo mbeleni na usoni Bwana Spika, kila saa kuwe kuna tume ya uchaguzi ambayo imewekwa pale kukitokea uchaguzi kama huu inaweza kufanya. Bwana Spika, jambo lingine ambalo ningependa kusoma kutoka na uchaguzi huu ni kwamba tume huru ya uchaguzi Bwana Spika iko na jukumu sio tu la kufanya uchaguzi, lakini iko na jukumu Bwana Spika ya kuelimisha umma mambo ambayo yanafaa kujulikana, haswa mambo ya pia umuhimu wa kupiga kura. Nimesema hivyo sababu Bwana Spika, ukiangalia asilimia ya wapiga kura ambao waliweza kupiga kura, kwamba ni kama asilimia 60 ambao waliweza kujitokeza. Na Bwana Spika, mambo ya uchaguzi ni mambo ya kitaifa na tunafaa kufuata kama haki yetu ya kikatiba, na ni vizuri tukielekea hata kwa uchaguzi ambao tunaangalia mwaka wa 2027, tume huru ya uchaguzi ikuwe imefanya mambo ya kuelimisha umma, mambo ya vurugu, mambo ya fujo, ikuwe inachukuliwa hatua kama inavyofaa. Sababu mambo tuliyoona wakati wa uchaguzi huu hayakuwa sawa. Mambo ya kutumia vurugu, kupiga watu sio haki, sababu watu wanafaa kutokea, wapige kura na waende nyumbani. Hata hivyo tunasema kongole kwa wale ambao wame
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may I also join my colleagues in congratulating the newly elected members of Parliament and their constituents, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is a win for democracy. This is a win for civility. This is a win for the rule of law. And Mr. Speaker, this is a win for adherence to our Constitution. Mr. Speaker, it also demonstrates that in a modern day Kenya, there's no room for goonism, there's no room for anarchy, there's no room for violence, Mr. Speaker, and this cannot be a substitute for democracy, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this also clearly demonstrates that the broad-based government, Mr. Speaker, has brought together, has clearly demonstrated and brought out the face of Kenya, and proper planning means good results. Just like Honorable Junet had said, there's need to plan properly for elections so that you have good results, desired results, Mr. Speaker, and this can only be achieved if there is peace, if there is stability, if there is progress, if there is development, if there is true adherence and fidelity to the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, to the police, I want to say that for those of us who are part and parcel of the making of the current Constitution, abide by your tenets, the Constitution and the Police Service Act. Protect Kenyans from goons, protect Kenyans from goons, and make sure there is law and order. Mr. Speaker, to IEBC, don't be intimidated. Function in line with your constitutional mandate. To Kenyans, there is no room for anarchy. Let's continue believing in democracy. This is what will hold Kenyans together. The agents of broad-based government, this is the way, continue to bring many Kenyans under the fold of the broad-based government, and I'm sure this is one thing that Kenyans desire. Once more, the new members, come and welcome to the August House. Make sure you're familiar with the rules, and make sure you continue functioning as a member of Parliament and also serve your country.
Mere Mase.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I wish to take this opportunity also to welcome and congratulate all the members who have been sworn in today. And I also want to congratulate those who lost, because in every election there must be a winner and there must be a loser. But Honorable Speaker, as I congratulate the members, I want to tell you to go back and serve your people diligently. And as I congratulate them, Honorable Speaker, I want to condemn what I saw, the violence and the utterances by some leaders, especially the Deputy President, rigathigachagua. Stop divisive and tribal politics. Honorable Speaker, I was out of the country on official duty, and I heard Honorable Gachagua accusing and calling my community, the Itaso community, Wakora. And I want to say, the Itaso people are very peaceful and loving people. And when they want to marry, they pick the most intelligent and beautiful women from their neighbors and the diaspora. So because Rigathigachagua sensed he was being defeated by the team led by our very able wife and very intelligent Cecily Mbarire, he started calling the Itaso community Wakora. He must stop and respect other tribes and communities in this country and not to do divisive and tribal politics. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Nabii Nabwera.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to join my colleagues in congratulating our newly elected colleagues who have come into this house, including my friend, David Adman Ndakwa. Mr. Speaker, this election has taught us a number of lessons. Number one, that Kenyans are interested in issue-based politics. I witnessed in Malava a whole platoon of people who are imported all over Kenya pretending that they are an alternative to government, making a Malava by-election a non-issue-based election, calling people names, calling us all sorts of things, but the people of Malava stood up and said they are interested in issues that affect their livelihood on a daily basis. Lesson number two, Mr. Speaker, is that the ordinary mamboga in the village, wants service delivery. The ordinary boda wants service delivery. And therefore, they turned up to vote for people they believe will offer services and not rhetoric. Lesson number three, Mr. Speaker, Kenyans are not interested in divisive politics. Kenyans want a united country. And that was very clear with the resounding win of the broad-based candidates. Lesson number four, Mr. Speaker, is that propaganda can never win against truth. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What we saw was that the united losers, as they have been called, introduced propaganda instead of addressing the issues that affect the public. And in this, the public was able to choose chaff, wheat from chaff. And the wheat is here, the chaff remained in the street. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Nabi. Honorable members, before I give the next, which will be Jen Kagiri, allow me to recognize a delegation from the Kingdom of Lesotho in the Speaker's Gallery. I wish to introduce to you a delegation from the National Reforms Transitional Office of the Kingdom of Lesotho, who are seated in the Speaker's Gallery. They are Honorable Richard Ramoletsi, Minister of Law and Justice, Mr. Lira Ralebese, Principal Secretary, Minister of Law and Justice. The delegation is accompanied by 3 officers and is on a benchmarking exercise with the Parliament of Kenya to learn about constitutional, parliamentary, and public service reforms. Honourable members, on my behalf and that of the National Assembly, I welcome them to Parliament and wish them fruitful engagements. For the duration of their visit, I thank you. Jen Kagiri will hold your horses. Honorable Tienda Mola had asked me when I introduced this delegation to welcome them, so I'll give him 3 minutes, 1 for the delegation and 2 for the swearing in of your new colleagues.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, allow me to congratulate our colleagues who won the elections and have been sworn in. To win these elections and be sworn in is not a mean task, and we really congratulate them. We are quite proud of them. We hope they will learn all the good things that we do, those of us who have been here, and ignore the few bad things that they might see in the few days they will be joining us before we adjourn. Mr. Speaker, allow me also on behalf of the Bunge team to invite those of them who are involved in any of the disciplines in which we participate in the Yala Games to join us. I am quite happy that the Honorable Harrison Kombe, who is also my client and who is a member of the Bunge FC team, has now joined us. The team is much stronger for that reason. I am also happy that the Honorable Moses Omondi has indicated that he will be our key striker, and from tomorrow he will be practicing with us. And I invite, on behalf of all other disciplines, that those who can join, please join in time before we go for the Yala Games. We need you. Mr. Speaker, secondly, let me announce to this House that I had the pleasure, together with Senator Catherine Muma, to meet the National Reforms Transition Office of the Kingdom of Lesotho, led by the Minister for Laws and Justice, the Honorable Richard Ramoelesi. Mr. Speaker, we were able to discuss matters of constitution making from a perspective of history of this country, because the Kingdom of Lesotho is undergoing a constitutional process, and they wish to benefit from what we were able to do. We were able to take them through that the whole morning. Mr. Speaker, we were also able to take them through the traditions and practices of Parliament, both the Senate and the National Assembly. But above all, Mr. Speaker, we were able to take them through our various facilities, from the chambers of the two houses, to the committee rooms, to the gym, to the members' facilities, and more critically, Mr. Speaker, because they wanted to see the food that the Gen Zs came to feed on in Parliament, we were able to take them so that they have a taste of that food. And they confirmed that it is of good quality.
I hope you showed them the beautiful new gardens as well.
Yes, and they saw the beautiful new gardens and the fountain and everything in between. As for the evening matters, Mr. Speaker, that's beyond the House. I will not go into that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Kagiri.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to congratulate the members who have joined us today. Honorable Speaker, this day takes me back to the good old book. In Joshua 1 verse 9, it says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will go before you wherever you go." Honorable Speaker, today is a confirmation that our God was with us in Banisa, He was with us in Malava, He was with us in Magarini, in Bere North, and Unguja. Honorable Speaker, this is one election that confirmed to this country that it was an election of development versus insults and threats. And thank God the development agenda won in this election. Honorable Speaker, my other point would be that we need to become gracious losers or winners. Honorable Speaker, it can't be in one piece of the mouth, somebody is saying they won, and on the other end, they are saying they were rigged out. Honorable Speaker, we must all respect the Constitution. Where you win, you accept you have won. Where another competitor wins, we accept and say that the other person has won. Honorable Speaker, as we go to the 2027 election, my humble prayer is that we exercise constitutional and fair elections. I'll give an example of Mbere North, where when the opponents saw that we were about to win, they went for Honorable Alice Nganga's car, tried to burn it, and were it not for the security, that is how we got security reinstated. Honorable Speaker, it is my humble prayer that we are all competitors. Let's go into it as a fair play. And above all, let us all remember we have been elected to work for our people, and that is what we are going to do. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Bet Simba. Pardon?
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kunipa fursa hii ya kuwahongera wote waliochaguliwa katika uchaguzi mdogo ulioisha hivi majuzi. Nichukue kwa heshima kubwa kumpongeza Mheshimiwa Harrison Kombe kwa ushindi aliopata katika eneo bunge la Magarini. Niwapongeze wote walioshirikiana naye kufanikisha ushindi huo, akiwemo Waziri Hassan Joho, akiwemo Gavana Abdulswamad, akiwemo Mung'aro na jeshi lote la wabunge wa eneo la Pwani walishirikiana pamoja kuhakikisha kwamba tumefaulu katika uchaguzi huo. Pia ni washukuru watu wa Magarini kwa kuchagua chungwa, kwa sababu ndio kitu ambacho naona kina vitamini ya kufanya kwamba waendelee na mashughuli zao. Kwa hivyo niwapongeze sana watu wa Magarini vile vile kwa kudumisha amani kuanzia mwanzo wa kampeni mpaka siku ya uchaguzi. Hakuna mtu aliyesukumwa, hakuna mtu aliyekanyagwa. Watu walitoka wenyewe wakaenda wakapiga kura yao mahali wanataka, na kawaida yao wao ni chungwa. Kwa hivyo na niwapongeze wote broad based government, wale viongozi ambao wameshinda, na hiyo ni ishara kwamba serikali inakuja, basi broad based government itachukua karibu sehemu zote za taifa hili. Kwa hivyo mimi niwashukuru na niwakemee wale ambao walifanya fujo, mavurugu, kwa sababu uchaguzi ni haki ya Mkenya yoyote kufanya uchaguzi wake. Spika, nimesimama kuwapongeza hao ndugu na nawatakia kula laheri katika bunge la 13. Asante sana.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to join my colleagues also in congratulating the newly elected members who have just been sworn in. This one, Mr. Speaker, shows that Kenyans have confidence actually with these leaders who have been elected. And I want also to tell those who are defeated in the election, in the by-election, Mr. Speaker, to shake their dust and join the rest and the leadership which have been elected, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that this is also a sign. These are the writings on the wall to those who have been opposing, those who have been doing divisive politics, that come 2027, still Kenyans will repeat the same. I want to encourage them to work diligently and make sure that they serve Kenyans in equal measure. Mr. Speaker, I want also to say that and to congratulate and also thank the constituencies who are affected, because, Mr. Speaker, they have been patient waiting for these leaders to be elected. It's now upon them to show that solidarity and work with them. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you for coming to my constituency to come and support us to fundraise for the 16 judges. Congratulations, Mr. Speaker. Thank you so much. Asante sana.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker. You know, Honorable Speaker, you are the only one who can save us from this broadened government. Because unless you give us a chance to say something, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Makala, I've given you a chance.
It will, Honorable Speaker, let me start by congratulating
when your colleagues were sworn in, you are nowhere.
Yeah, I was, by the way, even when KK was saying we are not here, Speaker was seated here.
Okay.
And it is unfair, Honorable Speaker, for KK to say what he said. This is an honorable house. Honorable Speaker, let me start.
I rolled him out of order, so don't.
Yeah, so let me congratulate our colleagues, Honorable Speaker. Those who have won, irrespective of how they won, we congratulate them. And tell them, Honorable Speaker, that now they made promises to their people, and they start working on what they promised. Honorable Speaker, there are a few things I've witnessed, and my prayer is that as we go to 2027, this House must ensure they don't happen. Honorable Speaker, point number one, the level of violence. Honorable Speaker, we cannot afford as a country to carry what we saw to 2027. Point number two, Honorable Speaker, name calling and abusing other leaders. This was across the board. It looks like what to say is only United Opposition which was abusing. Even your side, the other side, Honorable Speaker, people were being abused, Honorable Speaker. Point number three, Honorable Speaker, is the issue of voter buying, Honorable Speaker, bribery. That we cannot carry to 2027. And as I agree, Honorable Speaker, I want to thank my colleagues because when I look at them, I see what we call the Goliath spirit in them. And I want to tell them as a believer, David was able to make sure that Goliath goes down. Can we be humble ourselves, colleagues? What we are seeing, this name calling, assuming other leaders are not there, one day you might live to regret. I submit, Honorable Speaker, and thank you so much for this opportunity, Honorable Speaker.
Remember.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this chance. Let me congratulate the members of parliament elect. Boy, just marveling, just replaced the father. Welcome to parliament. And Kombe, a seasoned parliamentarian who is back in the house. Together with Magarini and Ndakwa, who was the boy who was to make us, the people of the western part of this country, to prove that we are where we are. We are so proud of him. Together with all those who are elected, including Wamudenge, Wamudende, because that one was a proof that the mountain is not owned by any one person. So this election was very specific, Honorable Speaker, and it was actually a vote of confidence in the broad-based government. And indeed, as you look at it, the broad-based government, the Kenyans have shown that they have a lot of confidence in it. And you can't doubt it. All the seats went to the broad-based government. And I want to thank the coalition and the working partnership. I saw our leadership of ODM led by Chair Shinali and others work so closely in Malava, and that was magic. And as we move forward, we want to ask those members who have been elected to work for the people so that when it comes to 2027, we again make it, they make it, and the broad-based government has its day. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this chance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Let me join the other members in congratulating all those who have been elected, and especially Mr. Speaker Boyd Were, specifically because of the circumstances under which their father died, and for those who may have been involved in his killing, some hoping that then they would inherit the seat. It is actually good that Boyd won. I want to thank all our supporters for honoring the spirit and memory of Baba. I want to thank the ODM leadership and the broad-based partners for an excellent job. Mr. Speaker, some of the lessons we learned: do not rely on social media. Being loud does not necessarily translate to votes. Young people must decide what they want. It is unfortunate that some young people were opposing Boyd. Mr. Speaker, there is a growing concern over the issue of Gunism, and as a consequence, Mr. Speaker, even today, one of my constituents called Okundi, out of Gunism, has just been attacked, and we don't know if he's actually going to leave by people who just create a story.
Honorable Speaker, it is saddening to note that actually this facility is built on the wild beast migration corridor. It is evident, Honorable Speaker, when you see wild beasts running around within the hotel trying to cross the Mara River, and you find hotel workers with sticks, spears, and rungus and machetes trying to chase the wild beasts away from the hotel, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the committee should thoroughly investigate how this facility was licensed by the county, how they leased the land for that development, how the National Environmental Management Authority, Honorable Speaker, allowed, if at all they allowed, for the development of that facility, and what was the consideration. Honorable Speaker, this is a classical case of multinationals trying to thump on the rights of the local communities, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Masai Mara is a national heritage. The Masai community have been able to coexist with wildlife for the longest without conflict, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, this facility the committee must look at how this facility was licensed alongside other facilities, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, we must note that there is a rise of the number of facilities in the Masai Mara, which might affect the wildlife conservation efforts, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, allow me to also comment on the statement by Senator Amida on the issue of the ICU facility, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to say as a committee, we shall definitely visit, but we want to ask the members to also note that a number of counties are facing the same challenges, Honorable Speaker, and there is need for every senator to really check what is happening within their counties, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the statement by Senator Mundigi on Kenyans in Qatar and other countries, Honorable Speaker, I think it is not enough for us to just send workers to those countries. It is extremely important that the committee finds out from the relevant agencies whether we have agreements that guarantee the safety of Kenyans when they go to work in those countries. Finally, Honorable Speaker, is on the statement by Senator Amida on the issue lifting of the ban on logging. Honorable Speaker, I want to say this. I don't agree with that statement, Honorable Speaker, because forests have what we call forest management plan. When the products in the forest are
30 seconds to conclude.
Honorable Speaker, I don't agree with that statement because forests have what we call forest management plans. And when the products are ready, Honorable Speaker, even when we don't log them, they go to waste. And those are billions of shillings, which are resources that needs to be collected and be used, Honorable Speaker. That the lift of the ban does not negate the fact that we need to plant 15 billion trees, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, I would want to ask the committee to check whether we have a clear forest management plan on dealing with products that are ready for disposal in the market and how those areas that have been harvested are going to be replanted, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, I really don't support those statements, but I support the rest of the statements. Thank you very much.
Honorable Mohammed Chute.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I am a Muslim by religion. And I want to remind this House, when the refugees fled from Somalia, they went to many places. Some went to Arab countries like Saudi Arabia, some went to Dubai, even Qatar, and some people went to Europe and America. Those people who went to refugees who went to Europe and America were received very, very well. They got excellent treatment and very good hospitality, Honorable Speaker. And those who went to Arab Muslim countries were humiliated, they were detained, and some of them suffered heavily. And they were deported. Some even lost their lives. Honorable Speaker, the statement by Senator Mundigi, although sometimes he calls me Shute, Shute, Shute. And I want to tell him today my name is Chute, not Shute. So, Honorable Mundigi, let me also congratulate him. He has delivered the MP seat in his county. So, Honorable Speaker, the issue Senator Mundigi raised is an issue the committees should look at this issue and deal with it. Honorable Speaker, our President, His Excellency Honorable Ruto, has done a lot. Even people going to Qatar, and through the agencies, he has done a lot. But what we need to do, as this committee, the committee should look at, people are being, once you go to Saudi Arabia, or even Qatar, Dubai, passports are confiscated. Dormitories, they are living like cells, police cells and police prison, in the prison. So, Honorable Speaker, the committee should even visit Dubai, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and see how our people are suffering. Their food shortage, Honorable Speaker. There are issues, annual leave. They take leave once in 2 years. What law is this? They should go and see and talk to them. These are Muslim countries. These are people who believe in Islam. These are people who pray 5 times a day. These people, they go to Hajj. Honorable Speaker, I want to suggest something. There should be an organization led by Muslim, not SUPKEM, other institutions who can organize the issue of labor.
1 minute to conclude.
Thank you. There should be an organization that can lead that process and see how our people can get jobs in those Arab countries, but they should look at humanity, Honorable Speaker. So as I conclude, I want we don't want Supreme Council to take charge because there are rogue leaders there. The chairman has been using pistols, shooting at young boys and girls. So this is something very serious. So we need to have an organization that is going to take care of labor issues going into Saudi Arabia, going to Qatar, and also Dubai. Honorable Speaker, I support this statement by Honorable Senator Mundigi.
Thank you, Senator. But Senator Chute, having listened to your submission, I am also aware that there are a lot of Kenyans in Dubai and in Qatar who have been employed in very decent jobs, and they are not being mistreated. And in Saudi Arabia as well, we have senior managers who are Kenyans working in very decent jobs. I think, Senator, as much as I agree with the statement by Mundigi, we also have to be fair to these countries. And it has nothing to do with religion. If there are people who are being mistreated, the religion does not teach people to mistreat other human beings. So we need to be fair to these Gulf countries. As a country, like what most senators submitted, we should have a policy that guides Kenyans in every country in this world. In that case, we shall go to the next order. Honorable Senators, we shall reorganize the order paper and go to order number 22. Clerk, read the next order.
Order number 22, motion, progress report of the Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunity and Regional Integration on an inquiry into the diversity and inclusivity in the staff composition of state agencies in Kenya.
Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Allow me to table the report for National Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunity, and Regional Integration. Honorable Speaker, I'm tabling this report pursuant to Standing Order 2281. The Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunity, and Regional Integration is mandated to consider all matters. 1 minute. Some corrections, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to move this motion on the approval, or sorry, on the adoption of the Senate Progress Report on the Standing on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunity, and Regional Integration on an inquiry into diversity and inclusivity in the staff composition of state agencies in Kenya, laid on the table of the Senate on Thursday, 3rd October 2024. Honorable Speaker, allow me, under pursuant to Standing Order 2281, the Senate Standing Committee on National Cohesion, Equal Opportunity, and Regional Integration, which is mandated to consider all matters relating to national and inter-community cohesion in the East African Legislative Assembly and the Pan-African Parliament. Mr. Speaker, sir, the report highlights the response received from various stakeholders concerning diversity, and inclusivity in the staff composition of state agencies in Kenya. Mr. Speaker, sir, in compliance with Article 125 of the Constitution, Section 18 and 20 of Parliamentary Powers and Privileges, Act number 29 of 2017 empowers the Senate and any of the committee to summon any person to appear before it for the purpose of giving information. The committee invited and met with many institutions, namely 29 state agencies, to respond to the inquiry. Honorable Speaker, I don't want to mention all the names because there are 29 because of time. But, Honorable Speaker, the committee observed that in the state corporations, the major issues are the PWDs. Honorable Speaker, this law says minimum of up to 5% should be people with disability in any organization, institution, or government agencies. The problem, Honorable Speaker, with the 5%, many have not met. I think it's about 95%. And if you ask what issues are there, everybody says all the institutions that came before us, they are talking about historical issues. An organization will talk about historical issues, Honorable Speaker. And our question is, when is these historical issues going to end? We'll try and raised, we've seen, which is 5% opportunities for 5% of people with disability. Honorable Speaker,